You're listening to Montserrat Radio. From Los Angeles, this is Montserrat Radio.
This region has been thirsty and crying out for a revelation of God. For it was in the northern parts of California that I brought forth a movement, the Jesus movement. And God says, now, I choose you south. I wish to reveal myself in a way that I have never done before, says the Lord. A new force, a new, innovative, creative church that will rush through the cities. They will take the marketplace by storm. Watch and see. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord.
Something happened in this garden that triggered a word. What happened in the 60s and the 70s in California with this Jesus movement, I've already prophesied this, but he said, this is the time for that major revolution. Now is the time.
In the spirit of the war against fake news, Montserrat Radio presents The Fake News Show, conspiracy news and a different point of view of current events. And now your host, Benny Wilson.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the Fake News Show in our first newscast show that will start today, Tuesdays and Fridays only, from 2 p.m. Pacific Time, and Friday the same thing, 2 p.m. Pacific Time in English, and 4 p.m. Pacific Time in Spanish. So today we have a very interesting show, and I got a lot of information for all of you guys. But before we go on with the show, I would like to welcome once again OOOTHA. How you doing, OOOTHA?
Hey.
All right, my dear OOOTHA is here with us again, so we can share information and figure out what's going on in this difficult and frustrating and sometimes painful, not sometimes, most of the time painful, waiting of the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. So we got news. And we're gonna repeat those news because, as you can hear, I just doing the news because many of you wants my point of view, and that's okay, you know. Because everybody's saying the same thing. Everybody's going, we're in the right direction. And today, the big news today is that they have a new regulations in the border. And these new regulations are in the news. And let me go here and read the news. And I'm going to tell you something about this, okay? Before I read the news. Hold on, let me see if I can be heard. Okay, good. So before I even read the news, I will go ahead and read this news, which is the whole dinar line is talking about it, and then after that I'm going to read the second news, and I'm gonna show you that your informers are not telling you the real perception. Okay, right? So just let me read this news. So basically, what it is that it says right this says. These are the new custom control for the introduction of removal of funds across the Iraqi border. So the General Authority of Customs announced on Tuesday new instructions and control of the authorization of funds when entering and removing them across the Iraqi border, and issued by the Central Bank of Iraq. Council Against Money Laundering and Terrorist Financing. So basically what they're doing is they're watching now, they're putting limits of the money you can get out and get in. Okay, why? Because they're getting ready to revalue. That's it, that's the bottom line. Right now, before this new control were implemented, anybody could get out from hundreds of millions of dollars because there was nothing they can hold it, and especially a worthless Iraqi dinar. So now they're controlling the getting in, the entering and out, because they're getting to revalue. That's basically it. They're going international. Okay, so that's good news, right? Yeah, it's great news. Now let me show you the second news. All right. So you can read this, you can Google it, and just Google like this. You can Google it on this news. It says, these are the new custom controls for the introduction and removal of funds across the Iraqi border. Just type like that on Google, okay? And you can see that on the NARCAPs. I got this from the NARCAPs. There's other websites where you can actually read the whole thing. I'm not going to repeat it because many gurus are already saying it, okay? Just giving my point of view. Yes, that's it. They getting ready to go international, yes. But I'm going to stick to my word. Things are not going to be pretty, okay? I'm going to stick to my word because something is going on, and this is why I came out on a call last night. I did a call last night with OOOTHA, and a lot of people asked some very good questions. Now, for those who missed the call, just look for the emergency call that I posted on a video on YouTube. And if you haven't looked at my Facebook page, you will see the number for the recording. And go through the whole session. You will see those questions. I'm answering those questions. Basically, what I'm doing is, what we're doing, we're preparing people for the best, but we're also preparing people for the worst. Now, that's it. If you were interested to be prepared for the worst, go and listen to that call. It is on YouTube. I may even put publish it underneath the video on YouTube so you can go ahead and listen to that call. I also would like you to do me a favor. I'm also going to give you the link for the OOOTHA call underneath my YouTube video. That will be where you can actually donate for her call. She's doing a lot of hard work to educate the people and not fall for chaos and panic, but mostly to educate what's going on, because every single guru up there is telling you that everything will be fine, you don't have to worry about it, and this and that, and this and that. Nobody's preparing you. Nobody. Okay? I told you that the reason why I'm doing this is because if we are talking about a financial reset, something is got to collapse. Something's got to fail. Okay? You need to understand what is the definition of a reset. It's not something that all of a sudden, oh, you know what? Let's just do another system and let's start over again. That's not the way they do it. They need something to fail and then come out with the agreement and say, okay, you know what? Let's do it differently. That is the reset. I have given the examples of what a reset is in a computer. Okay? Look on my video tools. I talk about it. What is the reset on a computer? The same way they're going to do this. So we need a financial event. A collapse of the financial event or the financial system, it is a financial event. Okay? So understand, that's my stand. Nobody will talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about it. Everybody's on denial. Every single one of your informers are in denial. Why? Because everyone has one mental condition. It is called normalcy bias. That's what it's called. The normalcy bias, it is the mental condition that you will think that everything going by, then nothing's going to disturb it. Nothing's going to go wrong. But when it goes wrong, you're not prepared for it. That is the normalcy bias. Okay? Look the definition of the normalcy bias on Google. Read it. Because right now, 98% of all the deniers, all the people who are waiting for DRB, are under normalcy bias. Okay? So we are preparing my people, my jets, for the best, but we also preparing for the worst. The other thing I want to bring up, it is about my email. I committed the stupidity to give my email for those people who wants to get the alert when the RB happens. I want to apologize because I was under the impression that I was going to only get like maybe the most 2,000 people. Let me tell you what is the average of the people who actually get my information. According to my server, Spreaker, I got 160,000 people. But that's only on the Spreaker side. On YouTube, it's basically around 15,000 people. All of a sudden, I got over 1.5 million emails on my server. My server crashed. And I was wondering why that my server crashed when I have that much people. And the reason is because people do one thing all the time. They share information. So they were sharing information left and right, and before I knew it, I got over 1 million emails on my server, on my mail server, and it crashed. Now, it will cost me thousands of dollars just to do a system or implement a system to send a blast email to 1.5 million people. I'm sorry. I'm not even receiving that much in donations. Okay, I'm sorry. So here comes the plan B. Right? If you want to be alert for DRB when that happens, get on Twitter, open an account, and look for me. My username is @BennyWilson, number 7. That's Benny with one N and a Y. Benny Wilson and the number 7. Subscribe for my Twitter, and every single time I do a show or any intel, I will blast it and everybody will find it. Everybody will get a notification. Okay? If you don't have a Twitter account, learn how to open one and get one. Very simple. All right? Thank you. So, OOOTHA, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
All right. Do you have any breaking intel or any news that you have heard about it?
Well, I have a little bit of announcement. So if I could bring that in, I'd appreciate it.
Definitely.
So on my call, we're going to merge into the F&O call tomorrow with Nancy, and we're going to learn about foundations, and it's going to be private family foundations. So if anybody wants to join me on that call, they can call my regular number and use the regular participant pin, and we will merge into the call.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I'm trying to educate. So it's a great call. Nancy's a great gal. And if anybody wants to join me on that, there it is. So,
can you give us a number?
Okay. So, you're going to make me do that.
Well, there's some people. No. Let me put it this way. There are some people who don't know how to get. I'm not making fun of people, but people they don't know how to even click underneath the video and find out the information. Trust me, I know that. So just give them the number. Maybe that way that will be easier for them.
Okay, give me just a second.
All
I'm
right.
going in to
In
get
the meantime,
it. I don't have it memorized.
Yeah. In the meantime, let me talk about this. Okay. So let me
Sure.
go ahead and do the second news. And the second news is about, if I can find it. There you go. No, not that is. That is not it. Let me go back over here.
How about you find it? I read the number. Okay,
right.
I got you.
Okay.
All right.
Are you
So
ready?
my call is
Okay.
area code 641-715-0873. And the call-in code is 577-374-pound. And I'll say it one more time. Area code 641-715-0873. and the code is 577-374-pound. And I believe the call will be at 8 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. And what I'm going to do is open up my call room a half hour prior and talk about the call a little bit before we merge. So, okay?
Would you mind repeat that number again, please? And do it slowly because people are kind of slow. You know, I have you on my microphone, so just bear with me. Can you repeat that number again, please?
Okay. Hold on.
I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. Just trying to help people.
Right. Okay, let's see. We got...
Lovely, please.
641-715-0873. And the code to get in is 577-374-pound.
Okay, got it. All right.
All right.
All right, so we did our best in that matter. Now, do you have any more information for me or for my audience?
You know, I'm just hearing a bunch of hearsay. You know, I've got two things that I'm being told today. One is that China's putting us off, which I don't believe that, and going first. And then the second is that Iraq has paid out 80% on their ATM card.
Yeah, I was gonna actually read that. I mean, mention that news. But basically, what happened was that Iraq paid off 80% to the Kurdistan people, the Kurdistan region, and everybody's saying, "Great, you know, this is a great thing," and you know, 80% is a lot, almost payable. Everything is fine. It means that they're serious about it. Some other people are saying, you know, they're not going to go away. They get paid 80%. That's the wrong perception. And my call is called that. What your informers are not telling you, that wrong perception. Let me just tell you what's the right perception, because it's based on people in Iraq. Okay? I got my contacts. And this is the perception. This is their perception. I made a show about perception, okay? And this is how the Kurdistan people thinks about Iraq. They hate it. Why did they hate it? Because it took years for them to pay them only 80%. And not only that, they did not pay the 100% because they told them, all right, we're going to pay you 80%. If you continue being part of Iraq, we'll pay you the next 20%. That was the biggest slap from this corrupt government to the Kurdistan people. Will you blame the Kurdistan wanted to be independent? I don't think so. What did I tell you? The Kurdistan will separate from Iraq regardless. They don't care about the RB. They don't. That's what your informers are not telling you. They don't care about the RB. If they would have cared about the RB, trust me, they will respect Donald Trump agreement. Donald Trump had a signed agreement and they broke it. They continuously gonna have the referendum in September 25. It means that they don't care about anybody. They only care about being free. You see what I'm talking about? That's what your informers are not telling you. And when it gets closer and closer to the 25th, watch how everybody is gonna go, look, man, I don't think this RB is gonna happen. I really don't think so, because if they separate, I don't think there will be any RB. You see, this government, the Iraqi government, it is showing their real face. They're not respecting their agreements with the Kurdistan people. They're not even respecting the United Nations resolutions. Where is the Article 140? Where? It got stuck. They just mentioned they're going to implement it, but we don't know nothing about it. Nothing. There's nothing in the news. You see what I'm talking about? They don't care. They basically what they're doing right now is they have Kurdistan as a hostage. Really, that's why they don't care. They don't care about their feelings. They don't care about nothing. They only care about themselves. You know, that's what your informers are not telling you. And I wish I could be wrong. Like I said, you know, things are not going to be pretty, and that's exactly what it is. And look, that prophecy. Read that prophecy, King Clement. Read that prophecy. It says it right there. Google it. Read it. Listen to it. It's on all over YouTube. You can listen to it where he says, as the worst of the times, and everybody will ask, why? Why now? Because nobody expected that they will revalue. Because things are not going to go as well as your guru has been telling you. It's not going to go well. It's not going to go pretty for many reasons. Listen, we got September the 1st. They're going to have to deal with that debt ceiling. They're going to have to deal with that. And according to my contacts, they only have two options. And trust me, raising the ceiling is not one of those options. The only two options are this. Pay up the debt or let it go down. Shut it down. Can you imagine if the government shut their services, they shut it down? What's going to happen with those people that work for the government? How are they going to get paid? What happened with those people that are receiving the Social Security checks, the welfare checks? Are you listening to me? I'm not making this up. There are a lot of videos on YouTube that are telling you it's going to collapse. It's bringing it down. The bubble is going to burst. Because this government is been performing, working in insanity. They are raising the ceiling for a debt that they know they cannot pay. They can't pay that debt. Okay? I have talked about it, about the gold. They're asking, where's the gold? Nobody's saying anything. The Federal Reserve cannot and don't want to answer that question. The other signs that we have is the cabal. They're taking their money out of the United States stocks. Billions of dollars. They're taking the money, billions of dollars. That is a red flag. Do you know what does that mean? Every single account they have is attached to a bank. Banks are losing money big time. And I've been saying, if you can take your money right now before September the 1st, do it. At least for 2 weeks. If you have any food, save it. It's better to be ready than to be sorry. And I don't want to talk more about it because I know I'm going to get red flag in YouTube. They don't want me to tell you this. They don't. Any thoughts, OOOTHA?
Well, you know what I'm thinking. I want you to think about this, Benny, because I kind of thought about this last night.
Mm-hmm.
You know how we're being told that the Rothschilds pulled 30% out of the stock market?
Yep.
How did they do that if there's no liquidity in the market?
Exactly. Bingo.
Watch your media.
Bingo. Yep. And watch how the media is not reporting none of this.
Mm-hmm.
There are still idiots up there who are saying, if I don't see on the media, I don't believe it. So you mean to tell me that the same machine who's been lying to you, who's going to be the president, who's been lying to you about the secret accounts that don't want to cover it, are you going to be depending on the media? Really? Now, let's talk about the secret accounts. We got news today from my jets in my chat room. And the big news is, according to that, the news came out, Heather is getting out today. And I said, why I don't believe in this? I'm sorry, I don't believe it. I don't, until I see it, I believe it, okay? Why I don't believe it? Because, look, let me tell you something. I'm not blaming and not making jokes about people, okay? But I'm telling you the truth, and this is the reason why many people follow me, all right? I'm going to tell you the bare truth. Heather has been coming out since she got arrested, and nothing has happened. Have you noticed that? Nothing has happened. She's been out already since she was arrested, but she's still in, so go figure. You see what I'm talking about? People love to lie. They love to lie because they love attention. People love attention. There are some people that are, I don't mean to call them like that, but there's no other way to actually call them. No, I'd rather not say that word, but they're addicted to attention, okay? Another thing that I promised I'm never going to curse again, and I did. I'm still standing. I gave you my word. I will never curse again because I already did what I had to do. Offend people. And I did it on purpose because I need your attention. Not because I'm addicted to your attention, because I want you to be ready. Because it's not going to be pretty. So, have you heard anything about Heather, OOOTHA?
The only thing that I'm hearing is that they're trying to set her trial into January of 2018, but that kind of tells me that they're kind of sweeping it under the rug, maybe waiting till after this whole RV, which, I mean, would be a good thing because we don't need all of this clashing at the same time.
Yeah.
We talked about that on the call.
Yes.
We don't want the TDA accounts to come out at the same time as the RV or we're going to have a mess.
Yes, we're going to have a big
mess. We all know that. Yep. We're not into the chaos. So I think they're going to push it out, and I think eventually we're just not going to hear about it.
Yeah. I'm totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. You know, right now it is 2:30 p.m. and today is August the 29th. Until I see this lady coming out with her friend or boyfriend or husband, I don't know what the other guy has, I will believe it.
Yep.
But they're continuously lying. Your sources are continuously lying. It's not that they're misinformed. No, they're lying. They're lying through their teeth. Okay? I don't know what they're lying for. See, that's the reason why the media makes fun of us. Because most of the sources, most of the people that are called all the attentions are being supported by people who loves to be addicted to good news. Like, for example, the RB. You know? I don't have to mention that most of the gurus are calling for the RB tomorrow. I even said the last Friday, they're telling me that it's going to happen on Tuesday. And I said, no, it's not going to happen on Tuesday. Right now it's Tuesday. Nothing happened. Do you see what I'm talking about? That's exactly what I'm talking about. And they continuously feeding you with bullcrap, with BS. And when these people goes, all the funds, they just release it. Oh my God, hallelujah. And they keep going. It's going to happen Tuesday. I've been told that the RV will go Tuesday. And they continuously lying. And that's why I got pissed last time. Because the same people who've been eating these lies continuously, eventually, when they don't see nothing coming out, guess what happened? These people get sick and tired. And not only mentally, emotionally, psychologically. You know, that's what they're doing. They're destroying you because you're getting your news in the wrong place. Your informers, they're only telling you this because they love the attention. They love it. Oh, look, I have 1,000 fans and they're all eating my BS. That's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing.
So, Benny.
Yes.
Benny. So, one of your Skype room gals just brought to our attention that she's going to, Heather Tucci's going to be released with an ankle monitor.
Okay, that's nice. I'll read it right now. Yes. She should be out tonight. Judy Jandora was in the courtroom today and reported what was done, so they aren't lying. Okay, that's fine. But once again, until I see it, I believe it. Until I see it, I believe it. That's pretty nice. Everything is pretty nice. Already,
and we
yes.
apologize for not being able to keep up with that update right now. I don't know about you, Benny, but I've been really swamped.
Oh, me too. No. You know what? What I hope is this. I hope that she gets out. I really do.
Yeah.
I really do. I just hope that. Okay, if she's getting out with a device in her ankle, she's not free. All right, she's not free. If she's getting out with a device in her ankle, she's not free. She's not. So she's still in the process. Okay? So until I see her out with that device in her ankle, I believe it. But guess what? She's not free. She's not free. They haven't dropped the case. I beg, and I'm gonna make sure that everybody understand my point of view. Okay? I pray to God that this lady doesn't leave. Her case is not being dropped the same day that the RB happens. Because if that happens, it's gonna be there's no words to even describe it. It's gonna be more than chaos and panic.
Right.
We won't be able to exchange. We will not be able to exchange. Okay? Why? Because if people are gonna be requesting their money to the Social Security number, guess where they're gonna go? They're gonna go to the bank. It's gonna interrupt the whole thing. It's gonna interrupt the whole thing.
And I'm reading here that people are, wanting this whole thing with Heather to come out right now. Mm-hmm. I understand that because yes, the corruption needs to come down. But everybody has to remember this corruption is going to come down when it's supposed to. It's not all supposed to come out at the same time.
Exactly.
Or it's going to cause a major backlash.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm glad that okay, so it's not a lie. Fine. That she's coming out, but she's not free. She's not free. Okay? My point is, if I see her dropping the case, then we can, okay, there you go. Then we can go ahead and take our money, because guess what? I also have money there. I may not have been born in this country, but I have money there. I already checked. Have you checked, OOOTHA?
If I had money?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got lots of money.
There you go.
I got lots of money in those accounts, but I have not read anywhere that there has been any statement saying it is legal to actually access them.
Exactly. That's what we are waiting for, because if they drop her case, that's it. I don't care if they say it's not legal. Okay, try to pursue me. Try to put me in jail. You got nothing. Why? Because you can just tell your lawyer, hey, refer to Heather case. Case dismissed. Got it?
Yep.
Case dismissed. They don't have nothing against you. If you don't understand the process of our law system, learn it right now. Her case depends on your money. If she's go out and her case is being dropped out, you got money to collect. All of you, all of us. And the only thing I wish is that does not happen when we go through our exchange, because I'm just telling you, we're not going to be able to exchange right now. It's going to be a difficult time. And again, that will go what I've been saying for 4 years. It's not going to be pretty. Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see the reason why many people are already following me? I started with only 83 people when I actually came out on the blog. And that's State Street. 83 people I had. And I remember that because I used to send that email every day. Or when I used to have Intel. Then from those 83 people, the most people that I was having listening to my show the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks, it was about 100 people. Okay? Now, I got 45,000 people listening to my call, to my show. Not to mention all the people and all these RB channels that also broadcast my show. So right now I got my hands tied. I just can't keep up with so many people. What I'm glad about is that although I've been attacked left and right all the time, people are getting to wake up. And that's what I like about this, because I don't want to see that collapse. Look, let me put it this way. I wish there could be a collapse. I really do. That's what I said, let it fall, because that's the only way we're going to see a reset. But I don't want to see a collapse of mentality, a collapse of massive panic, because it's not going to be pretty. A lot of people are going to go crazy. Most of the people will have a heart attack because they will not know what to do if the whole thing does not go the right way as your gurus have been telling you. So you need to be prepared for the best and prepare for the worst. And that's my point. I've been praised by other gurus what I've been doing, and they're already starting doing exactly what I do. And I'm totally agree with it. I don't want the attention. But if your guru are preparing you for the best and the worst, you're in the right place. You are in the right place. You don't need to be a jet. You don't need to be listening to me. But if you don't, take care of business. If you don't take this investment seriously, you fall for chaos and panic. Simple as that. Okay? So, let me see what I got of here. Do you have anything else, OOOTHA?
Well, let's take a step back for a minute.
Okay.
Let's talk about this Heather Tucci thing for a minute, because I'm trying to, I want people to understand something on how the system works. With all of this stalling that they are doing, on Heather's case, you have to remember there's a reason for that. They're going to monitor her. They know that she's in the right. She has stumbled on an amazing thing that she is actually pushing hard for all of us, And I get that. I mean, I praise her. I seriously bow down to her because, she's gutsy. She's doing what a lot of people did not have the guts to do. But it's still going to be a time process. And I still think when these TDA accounts are released, if they are released to us, they're going to be structured somehow. It's not going to be as easy as they're saying to access. I really don't feel it is. because that's a lot of money out into the U.S. and, well, the world, you know. So I don't feel that they're prepared for this. So I think they're going to stall this as long as they can, until, you know, people step up and do something, you know. So we don't want to see that right now. Trust me on that one.
Yep.
So,
no,
you know, I mean, that's just my thoughts of it. I love Heather. I think she's doing amazing work, you know. So.
Okay, you know, a lot of people are positive in her case. I also very positive in her case. I'm not saying that she's not going to be vindicated. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that she's going to have to go through a process. We all know that. I just hope from the bottom of my heart that doesn't happen the same day we revalue. That doesn't happen the same day we're going to go to exchange. I just hope. I just hope the best. Okay. This is, for me. Understand my point of view. I think this is a nightmare right now. I really think this is a nightmare. You have no idea what can these two cases, these two events can do to our country. Forget about the other countries. The other country will be laughing, jumping, all crazy, going to the bank and exchange. We're not. Okay? We're not going to be like that. Because you're going to have to take care of two prosperities. Your dinars and currencies. Because some of you have Zimbabwe, some of you has the dong. And the other thing is your money that they're holding for you. And you need to collect. What you going to do? Think about it. Are you ready for that? What you going to do? What's the first thing you're going to do? Before, let's say that you do the second thing, which is the private accounts. And you do the second thing, all of a sudden, the establishment come out with some bright idea, and you're no longer be able to take your money away. Have you think about that? As a matter of fact, there are a lot of videos out there showing you how you take your money out. And I know that some of the venues are being closed already. Right? OOOTHA?
Yep.
They've been doing it.
Absolutely.
So they're already closing the venues, the ways for you to get your money out. That's not a lie. I'm not making this up. So that you need to be prepared. You need to be ready. I got a lot of people who are following Heather. They're not going for the RB at all. They don't believe in this. And they listen to my show and they go, you know what? You're making a lot of sense. Yeah. It's going to be chaotic. So anything else, OOOTHA?
Nope. I think we've made it pretty clear. Just the fact that, we got to get our noses out of the news, the fake media, and look forward. We got to look forward. We got to focus on the ball. I mean, that's all we can really do right now.
That's right. Okay, guys.
We've got Texas as a distraction right now. Everybody's being attacked spiritually. We got Joel Osteen with his church being attacked.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't even want to comment on that, but it's attacking us from every direction right now, and I don't think we're supposed to be paying attention to that per se.
Yeah.
But I pray for the people in Texas. I really do, because that is just a horrifying thing.
Oh, another thing.
And if I love you today, I will send money or do whatever I need to do to help them.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm not in a boat to help them, so all I can do is pray.
Yeah. I'm going to leave you guys, for those on YouTube, I'm going to leave you the link both for OOOTHA, the OOOTHA call, and I'm going to leave you the link for the Red Cross, the American Red Cross, so you can donate for our brothers and sisters in Texas.
Right.
We are all in this together. Let's put our political aside. Okay, let's put our political ideology aside. We are the United States of America. We need to support ourselves. We need to help each other. I heard some staggering information from Houston. They're talking about trillions of dollars in loss, not billions. They're talking about trillions.
Yes.
And they're also talking about over 3,000 people die. That's what they're talking about. Because there are a lot of people is basically lost. They don't know where they are. Okay? The other problem that they have is how to get out, how to drain all the water. I just heard about an hour ago. I don't know if it is a rumor or I don't know. But they said that a team of people that were supposed to help the drain from the water, 2 of them died because crocodiles, alligators, they ate them. They attacked them and ate them, 2 of them. I don't know if that is true. I'm hearing a lot of bad things in Texas, and my prayers are for these people.
Yes.
Okay, so it is more. When I see those pictures, the last time I was in Houston, and those parts where actually the problem is, that was back in 1985, and I just can't believe what they look like. It looked like another lake. It disappeared. It's incredible. I can't believe it. So I'm gonna leave you guys the link, and I hope that you guys from your bottom of your heart can just donate anything you can. Okay, anything you can. All right. So I guess this is it, right, guy? Right, OOOTHA?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, guys. So I'm looking for 2 things. I'm going to make sure that everybody understands. This is your intel. I'm looking for 2 things only to make it significant. Today is August the 29th. By August the 31st and September 1st, I'm looking for something big. Some news that will let us know that the RB will happen in September. I think this is not my first time I mentioned it. I mentioned it last Friday. And I think I mentioned on the call, right? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that people will talk about it and they will say it's going to happen in September. All right? There's a reason why I'm only going to be broadcasting Tuesdays and Fridays, because I know nothing's going to happen in August. And everybody was saying, no, it's going to happen before September. Watch. Oh, really? Okay, I'm still waiting. You see what I'm talking about? People don't want to know about the process. The only thing people want to know is when I'm going to get paid. You see that? That's the sad truth. Today I was listening to John Nigel, because I always listen to him. Not because of the news, because I already know those news. It's because his point of view. This man is like the smartest guy up there. Whenever he says something, boom, happened. The way he said it, And he said it just like I've been telling you. Everybody talking about, the RB, and nobody's going through the real intel in those news. Nobody. He just mentioned the same words I've been telling you. People don't care about this. They only want to care when they're going to go and exchange, when they're going to be paid. So if you follow the same mentality, guess what's going to happen? You're going to fall for the lies. You're going to be falling for the misinformation. This is a war on information. There is a war on information right now, believe it or not. Believe it or not. Why do you think Alex Jones called his show InfoWars? Because we are in a war of information. You don't know now what is real and what is not real. The reason why I call my show the fake news show was not because I give you fake news. It is because the government is after us. So I figure if I name it the fake news show, they will leave me alone. Yeah, the government is leaving me alone, but not the establishment. They've been red flagging my YouTube videos since I started. They even told me that I'm going to be blocked and going to be deleting my account. And I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one, okay? Because they don't want you to know my information. The same way they don't want you to know their information. So that's what I'm telling you. Wake up. Wake up. They're after you. And if I'm asking you for donation for my show, I've been attacked. And you see those morons that are being attacked. Because if God forbid I asking you for donations. God forbid. Right? Now can you imagine? I'm not even asking you for my show. I'm looking for and I'm praising the people that I know that are serious when they go and give you information. That's what I'm asking you. Help. OOOTHA call. Okay? I help her. Before you help me, help her. That's what I said it because I respect people that try to help from their for the goodness of their heart. For you not to fall for chaos and panic. That's it. So I'm looking for that. I'm looking for two things. I'm looking for, number one, a news that everybody's going to talk about that the RB is going to happen in September. That's the first thing. The second thing that I'm waiting for, check this out. I'm waiting for a shutdown. I'm waiting for a government shutdown. I cannot mention more information about this. Wait and watch. I'm waiting for a government shutdown. Thank you so much for your attention. And I'm looking forward for next Friday to give you up to the news. If something big happens, I will make another show to announce it. If the RB happens, I will make sure I make another show and not wait for Friday. Alright? Thank you. And for now, good night everybody. And God bless everybody. Thank you, OOOTHA.
Thank you, Benny. God bless you, man.
God bless everybody, guys. And Jets, keep it real. And let the machine go down. Let it fall, let it fall, let it fall. Good night.
Thank you for listening to The Fake News Show with Benny. See you next time for more conspiracy news, current events, and intel from the most controversial show from Montserrat Radio.